Cirstea to serve. Ready.
So it'll be Cirstea serving to begin the quarter.
Oh. 15-love.
Do you remember anything else about Cirstea as a player from that match?
Yeah, I've known her since I first started on the WTA Tour, because when I was playing my first few senior events, we were both with Adidas at the time. And it was when they had the player development program with Darren Cahill and Sven Grunewald as the coaches. So we were both tapping into that quite a bit. And she really used Darren Cahill quite a lot in the end, on and off, of course, because he was officially employed by Adidas. But at the same time, he helped her game progress in the best year that she had, where she made final of Toronto. But she hits a big ball.
30-15.
She doesn't have the biggest serve, but the forehand is there to be taken advantage of when she's stretched out. I don't think she moves as well as some other players from side to side, but when she has the time and the space to work with, she's dangerous.
Moving to the forehand wing.
30-all.
Laser shot.
Oh, I don't think that Cirstea can play her regular game today. And I wonder whether she's got a plan B in mind, whether it's to take some pace off the ball sometimes.
So that's the window to your thinking. You think she needs to... She's not going to stand and slug baseline to baseline with Muchova?
Well, you look at Muchova's matches this week, she hasn't hit very many unforced errors. That's Coach Thomas Johansson.
Sorry.
Game over.
So that error gives Muchova.
But going back to Muchova,
15
other than her last match, which was the only one she was pushed to 3 sets, the winner count has been higher than the unforced error count in the first 3 matches of the week, which is always what you want to see, but very hard to do out there against top players. But she can just get you in such uncomfortable positions. She has no right to pick up that shot off the
Exactly.
return.
30-love.
And then have it drop in on the line.
30-15.
Well, Laura, that
40-15.
just a couple of these points you watch Muchova, and when this is working, what a beautiful game she has to watch.
I need to see the replay of this one again because she glides into that forehand. It is so nice to watch because you feel like she could do anything out there. She can hit it hard if she wants to, but so often you see the extra height over the net, you see the variation, you see the willingness to come forward as well off a slice. I think there's a lot of comparison to the Ash Barty game start. I kind of don't see it as much.
Game.
And Muchova hits an ace there to put the game away for 2-love.
Leads 2-love first set.
I feel the automatic reaction when you see a WTA player with a good slice is to compare them to Barty, who had the ultimate slice. But it's a different kind of shot that they're trying to use. Barty was using it as almost a rally ball, as a way to keep herself playing low over the net, whereas Muchova, she kind of wants to use it as a mix. I don't feel that she often comes forward off the slice the way that Barty did, or, you know, there are some key differences. That's all right.
Wow.
Love 13.
We've seen enough of Muchova through the years that don't get surprised when you see all the wrapping she has on her right arm. But no indication it's a problem so far. Pretty nice arsenal of shots.
Yeah, I think it's more of a protective tape than anything else. She's quite often strapped up in some way or another.
I mean, that is the, as we enter into September, that's the
13.
beauty, isn't it, for Muchova this year, is that she's been able to string almost a full year together without being hurt.
Well, the injuries came at the worst possible timing for her at the end of 2021.
Well, this is precisely the Sorana Cirstea wants to avoid here. 2 looks here for Muchova to get a double break.
I'm afraid you have to give that back. He's trying to pocket the ball. We've got our eyes on you.
You've been here enough to know that Americans don't like that. Oh, wow. Well, the The stage here on this huge stadium and the bright
Muchova
lights in a
leads 3 games
quarterfinal, and
to
it's
love
Muchova
first
that
set.
comes out with a 3-love double break start you would expect for Tiafoe versus Shelton. And that's the hard part for these two, because this does have the feel of an undercard.
15
And
love.
of course, this is a quarterfinal, and these are two players that deserve the full spotlight.
We didn't make that one, but we've seen it a few times already.
15 all.
Cirstea not the most comfortable person at the net, and Muchova drawing her in with the short ball, where she's then stuck in no man's land and can't go back. She doesn't have enough time to go back, so then she's forced to come in and try and play a first volley, but she doesn't really want to be there in the first place.
So the previous point, Laura, that's another
15-13.
window into your talk about how Muchova uses that slice.
Yeah, she uses it as a way to set up her own game style, almost to build up the point, rather than as a winner or as a regular rally ball.
Three in a row slice. Third one into the net, and that gives Cirstea her first look.
You see that she doesn't want to use the slice more than twice in a row. I don't think you'd ever see Ash Barty miss a shot like that.
And how about that play?
Very
30-14.
brave serve and volley.
Oh, no slice there.
That's the ball that she wants to hit. The top spin, shorter cross-court angle to open up the court. This one was beautiful. And then to lean in, close stance there to top off what was a fantastic point.
Now from 15-40,
Advantage
3 straight
Muchova.
points for Muchova.
Let for service. Use.
Missed it there.
Went for the same tactic,
Yeah.
serve and volley. Just played
Advantage
the first volley slightly too low there.
What an array, though, Lord, we've seen from Muchova in just 4 games. So well handled.
Use.
So comfortable at net. Has that instinct of where to cover. And gets behind this last overhead. A bit of chatter to the player box from Cirstea. Yeah, she wants some gel for her hands to dry them out.
Advantage
Dealing with
Cirstea.
the humidity.
Use.
I'm always surprised when players don't automatically have it in their bag. It's such a staple to have either a powder or a gel. So many tournaments in humid conditions.
There, give Muchova another chance. 2 nights ago, Swiatek was using it on every changeover. Saw her opening up the tube and applying the stickum to her right hand.
It's so hard to grip
Yeah.
in these sort of conditions, and you feel like you're losing pace on the ball when you can't handle the racket well enough. A no-brainer. Keep it in the bag. If you don't use it, don't use it, but at least it's there. That's a great serve.
Oh, that is 111.
Use.
Good spot. So 4 saved here.
And within this game on the ad side, she's gone a couple of times tee, but on the wide serve, flattened it out that time, went kick out wide the point before. Makes things very hard to consider where you're standing on the return position.
Advantage
You think, oh,
Muchova.
she's going to go kick, so I'll get myself inside the baseline. And then she sees that and flattens it out. Problem solved.
Well, this game's approaching 11 minutes, and Muchova winning the break point. She's covered those. Can't win the ad point. Face another one here. She's Muchova first 4 rounds, broken 9 times total. Same number as Cirstea.
There hasn't been too many standout numbers from Muchova on her own serve in the first couple of rounds. It's been one day the first serve's working, the next match it was more points won off the second serve.
Wow. That serve, you pointed that out nicely, Laura, again on the break point.
Yes.
Going wide to the backhand.
Yeah, 3 times in a row now.
Here we go, this one. Vamos.
Oh, it's good.
Here we go, good stuff.
Advantage Cirstea.
Dip that one in nicely off the back foot.
This is a nice effort by Cirstea after dropping her serve twice. Her 7th break point already. There, but missed it.
Yes.
To give you an idea of what sort of match this has been so far, Muchova, 10 winners.
Head up, it's coming.
Cirstea, just the 3. So she's dealing with a lot and almost doing well to even put together the chance to set up a break point. 4-7.
I mean, we've had some long games, and I feel like in this Open. Of course, the Goff Sigmund 25-minute game, the all-timer. I forget, I had a match the other night where it was a 15-minute game, and this is going to be at least that.
Thank you.
Well, it was such a nice change-up from Cirstea.
Yes.
Muchova
Yes.
was almost in the sponsor boards down the back there. If she'd just done more there,
Exactly. What's the play on that ball?
She took some pace off. I think you want to open it up. If you're going to take the pace off, go short cross court at least. So then on the next shot, you've still got space to look at. But yeah, she just didn't want to overplay it there.
Muchova's had several game points. Now she can't win the deuce point.
Surely on number 9, we're going to have some joy for Cirstea.
These games that are, to us, are inexplicable, Laura, because Muchova plays these break points beautifully, fearlessly.
She's relaxed enough to play a hitch kick forehand in the middle of the point, so it seems like she's just not bothered about the 9 break points. Coming up to 18 minutes for this game.
Cirstea frustrated because she had the point.
Advantage Muchova.
And for the first time in a while, it's a game point. The slice works for Muchova, a marathon game. 9 break points saved.
Muchova leads 4 games to
Deserves the
love
drink after that one. That's a disheartening game for Cirstea to lose. 18 minutes 31.
Right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, guys, it's not a changeover. That was just the one game.
Oh. 15 love.
It's 26 points, 18 and a half minutes. 9 break points. And actually only the 3rd game point. Muchova finally holds.
Oh.
Cirstea will just want to hold to get herself on the board here because Muchova's been so strong this week in the receiving points won overall for each match. She was up at 63% receiving points won in the first round. And 63% probably doesn't seem like a lot,
40-15.
but if you try and think about how many times you're getting yourself into your opponent's serve game just by making it to, you know, 30 all or deuce, it puts so much more pressure on the server.
Oh. 40-13.
Do you ever get servers fatigue? If you're in a long game like that, you have to serve 26 consecutive points.
I would. It didn't seem like she was bothered.
No, I know.
The Muchova team there. Coach Emil.
Let's for service.
Muchova, one of, I think it's mandatory that every Czech player is coached by Kotiza at some point, isn't it?
Yep. It does seem that way. Again, drawing her forward. And Cirstea does not want to be up there.
Use.
Leaves such a wide space here for the down the line passing shot. And the split step, you kind of saw it there, didn't really go anywhere.
Let's for service.
And often when you see net points won, you think that's them trying to get forward, but actually out of those 10 points, she hasn't really wanted to hit one of them.
Cirstea
You're joking.
can't believe it.
Advantage Muchova.
Just brushed the line. It used to be you'd look at the, if you're Cirstea, you'd look at the lines person for that
Use.
call. Now you're waiting for some disembodied voice.
Meters in the court if I don't hit the ball.
Hit the ball into the blue. Go behind her when you have a chance. Come on now.
No va a jugar así todo el tiempo, ¿eh? Vamos, sorry. Hang in there.
Hit the ball into the blue.
What?
I guess he means in the court.
I was going to ask you that.
Advantage Muchova.
Thomas Johansson, when he took the job this year coaching Cirstea, he said it's, you know, her struggle's not been about the tennis, it's been about the mental game, which is a common theme in the sport.
Game.
That's clearly what the fight is now. That was an incredible pair of games. And somehow Muchova comes out with both of them and a 5-love lead.
She has 20 minutes.
Part of tennis that needs to be addressed. That was about 25-minute pair of games there. And people were held back, couldn't come into the seats.
And you see people still milling about down in front of us.
Yeah.
Both players aren't bothered. And so much is made of anyone making a slight movement. But you can see that it doesn't really matter.
Nope.
Made that one. Ooh, an early window here, love 30.
Love 13.
Yeah, sometimes you feel like if you're in the first couple of rows that you can't even breathe loudly without a glare from the side of the court.
(15-13).
Second ace. And even now, just if you listen, it's never, ever totally quiet in here. There's always just the slightest hum.
Not in Arthur Ashe. I think on centre court at Wimbledon,
Oh, it's always
it's
quiet.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it is silent.
No. That's, I mean, that's what the players here have to confront, right? It is never here totally quiet.
And it's no issue. Oh, giving away
30-all.
the 15-30 there. Of course, nothing you can do about the ace at love 30, but 15-30, balls in play. That's all you can be thinking about. And you kind of see where Thomas Johansson's coming from. Hit the ball in the blue.
Let's for service. (40-30). Game and first set.
Muchova just didn't blink once in that
16
set.
to love.
Getting a signal of some sort from her coach.
Well, the umpires in general over the last 48 hours have been very forgiving with the serve clock
15
when they're
love.
starting it, purely because it is so hot and the towels are far away.
You've been on that.
Straight towards the coach after that.
You've been on that from the beginning, though. Cirstea at net
15-all.
13 times now, has won 3 points.
And this is marked down as a net point from her, but it's not on her terms.
Right, right.
Coming into this match, she'd come to the net just 7% of the time
15-30.
in the first 4 rounds.
Oh, sorry.
So not a place
Yeah.
that She spends a lot of time, and you can tell from that last drive volley some frustration showing.
Yeah. Is that Enric Molina sitting there?
Yep.
Right, he used to be a chair umpire.
Now runs an agency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And the numbers just keep going the way of Muchova. Cirstea sitting at 31% first serve points won, 4 out of 13.
For a second, you thought Muchova was going to make that shot.
30-14. Use.
Much better. There's the conviction on the second shot.
Advantage Cirstea.
Those last 2 points for Cirstea.
New balls, please.
So she has her first game.
First game, second set.
10 player. What we're going through here has really been surprising. This is just on Ash, an awful lot of one-way matches. These are the quarterfinals. We had 2 one-way matches this afternoon. Quarterfinals on, all the singles are played here, so everyone's hoping that changes.
I wouldn't be surprised if this one takes a sharp turn. Let's not forget Cirstea beat Karolina Muchova in Miami this year. And on top of that, I'd also be very surprised if Muchova can play the second set as well as she did the first set. That would just be an unbelievable performance, and you've got to say too good if she does. But it's just whether Cirstea can make enough shots.
That's it. Can she lift her level, right?
Can she force a few errors? Emma Watson.
Emma Watson, yeah.
Hermione Granger.
Ah.
I wonder how many times a day she gets that.
That's Anna Wintour, isn't it?
Yep.
And we've had a couple of, I mean, not every match has been that way. We had 2 nights ago, it was a terrific 3-setter with Ostapenko taking out Swiatek. Last night, Zverev and Sinner played a gem of a 5-setter. When you get to the quarters, those are the kind of matches you expect. And I'm guessing, Laura, the challenge is for the players to deliver that kind of tennis fighting this heat.
Yeah, I mean, the men's match earlier today also very one-sided.
Yeah.
Djokovic never really looked in trouble against Taylor Fritz. So sometimes you just come up against someone who's playing better on the day. These two game styles haven't really matched up well so far. But that's the point she's been looking for, Cirstea. Moving herself up the court rather than being drawn in here. And it's the extra effort to go all the way around, hit a forehand from that position of the court.
Thank you.
That's too good.
I mean, that's the
Advantage
athletic ability
Muchova.
that Muchova possesses. Top of tennis school. I mean, she makes that look easy.
As Cirstea starts to make a few more forehands, I'd be hesitant to come in to this side. The approach shot here, playing straight into her opponent's favourite shot. It's the side that she often makes more errors off. 65% of her errors come off the forehand. But at the same time, a lot more winners off that side too.
So, another challenging game, and here's Cirstea. She had 9 break points in 1 game of the first set. And now gets one here to take an early lead in the second.
That's pretty brave tennis to play. Again, going for almost a serve and volley, because straight away after she played the forehand, she was in.
Advantage Cirstea.
Well, there it is on the 11th try. Cirstea breaks.
Cirstea leads 2 games to love.
I love the way you're working her now. Very good. Very, very good. Use the crowd. Use the crowd. They're with you. Come on.
Give him something.
So the first feel-good moment for Cirstea. Now can she back it up?
And it's Darren Cahill in the house. Just anticipates so well.
Love 15.
Muchova, she's in position before you even know where you're going to hit the ball.
Love 13.
Wow. Muchova making sure she was hitting forehands there.
Love 14.
All the great work of the previous 2 games, the positive talk from the coach, and now 3 points later, it's the mumbles.
Well, the patience gone as well on the last forehand. There was no need to go so big. Yes, the coach is telling you to hit through the court and have some more conviction.
Fifteen 40.
That kind of a night, players seem to be handling it pretty well, Laura, so far.
Yeah. There's a back behind that Johansson's been telling her to go for.
30-40.
Muchova runs a lot into the open space. You can see it in the replay here, just covering the complete wrong direction. So that's definitely the one to go for over the next few games until she starts reading the play again.
Game.
Ooh, it's a good serve, and Cirstea was set,
Cirstea
but
leads
a
2 games
miss
to 1 second set.
negates her
First set,
break,
Muchova.
and we're on serve early second.
15 love.
Cirstea can't believe it. Video board already showed the ball clipping the line. That's one way.
You brought up the match that I played against Cirstea. I forget even what year it was, but I've never sweat so much in my life.
You remember that.
And we were looking at each other during the match as we were both wringing out our shirts. It was in Guangzhou in China.
30 love.
And some of the locals told us after that it's known as one of China's furnaces.
They didn't let you know that
yeah.
when you signed up to play.
And I remember looking at my mum in the crowd, and she was sitting in a pool of her own sweat. It was that bad for the spectators. Sorry, Mum, for saying that on air, but
Yes.
just to paint a picture.
Muchova! Yes. Celebrate that.
40 love.
Oh, just nudges this one from behind the body.
Game.
And a hold in love for
2 games
Muchova.
all, second set.
Did you go back to Guangzhou the next year?
I did not.
No, that was a one and done.
No, I did actually.
Did
yeah,
you go
I did.
back the next year? Yeah, that was. And that was.
I did go back because my mum really enjoyed the official hotel.
Even though it was a furnace, it was a nice hotel in the furnace.
Exactly.
Telling that story earlier. And if you want to, by the way, comment on any furnaces you visited, join our U.S. Open conversation, hashtag U.S. Open.
It feels like there's a panic to Cirstea's
Love
game
team.
at the moment. She had the break leading to love. That was the game to kind of relax a bit. And immediately went 15-30 straight again back to the player box saying, you know, it's not going well. I can't do this. I can't do that. Tactically, she's very stressed out there. And I think it says a lot about the sort
Love
of
13.
aura, not aura, because, you know, still not yet won a slam. I feel like it's going to happen for her, but the energy that Muchova's building in the locker room, that players think she's very, very good.
Oh, missed there.
But she's just
15,
making
13.
Cirstea feel like she's got no options tonight.
They've known she's good, right, Muchova? Now she's good and she's healthy.
Dangerous combo.
All. 40-30.
That's the second forehand running to her right that she's hit beautifully tonight. How close?
She's watching the replay of it.
Yes, spot on.
Advantage Cirstea.
This would be, and it would feel like a big hold for Cirstea. Still struggling in the first serve, points won.
A good hold for Cirstea to stay level here on serve after 5 games of the second set. Has won a major.
Thank you.
Ostapenko, who played earlier, had won a major. Muchova played in a final this year, but the only one here that's even been to a final is Keys. I liked your point a short while ago, Laura, where you thought for Muchova, it's not an if, but a when. And she wins a major.
I think so.
So the win could be now.
On clay.
Oh, you think? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you, Laura, did you think Muchova had Roland Garros early third set? She was up a break, did you think?
Yes and no. I think I still believed Iga was going to come back and win that. But to even push Swiatek to 3 in a Roland Garros final, very good effort. Oh, that was a chance there on the return. Doing so well to pump herself up here.
Select shot 111 for her 4th ace.
Definitely a few more unforced errors creeping in to Muchova's game. 15 for the match, 7 coming in this set so far. And first serves not an issue at all, but on the second serve points in this set, Muchova winning 2 out of 6. And that just goes along with what Thomas Johansson's been saying on the side. Get inside and continue to push on the second serve return.
Game Muchova.
Well, 2 aces helped Muchova secure that game, so 3-all now in the second set. The winner to play in the semifinals against Coco Gauff. That was just a momentous final in Cincinnati a few weeks back, that it was Muchova against Gauff.
Thank you, ladies and
Lost that
gentlemen.
one in straight
Once
set,
again,
6-3,
please, out of
6-4.
respect for both players, try to keep your voices down. Thank you.
But the chance at a rematch must be something that's on her mind already.
Love your team.
Wow, she's been... What a gem tonight Muchova has been. The touch with that shot.
Again, looking at the replay on the big screen. Oh, what a great shot I just hit.
Yes. That's 3 of these she's just been perfect with.
To be able to slow that ball down, though, you're on the run, you're on the stretch, and to see the space above Cirstea's head, not many people are even looking for that shot.
Well, here now, all of a sudden the sirens are going off for Cirstea. Panic time. Oh, a lost game for Cirstea. And that puts Muchova now positioned to go for the finish. Well, Muchova,
30-15.
her first 4 matches total here at this Open, 7 aces total. 6 tonight.
Well, you play someone who's a little bit more dangerous on the return, and she comes up with a solution. Adds a bit more pace. Comfortable hold.
Game, Muchova.
1 game away.
1 game.
Muchova leads 5-3, second set.
Looking at every time the score line comes up and you see, of course, the countries listed next to their names, and Cirstea from Romania. All tennis fans of all vintage know what a terrific tennis legacy comes from that country. Anybody that was around in the early days here remembers Nastasi's presence, but boy, the name that jumps to mind kind of first is Simona Halep. Has not played a match since last year's Open. Good. Still awaiting final adjudication, a complicated
30 love.
doping and blood testing issues, which are a whole nother conversation. But what's jarring, Laura, is you call up Simona Halep's page on the WTA website. What jumps out?
That ranking. 1138.
Good gracious. I just saw that. Does that look wrong? 1,138, which means basically she has no rank.
Whatever you think of her situation at the moment, I think we can all agree that it's a bit of a joke that she's still waiting to know either way. So hopefully that gets sorted so there's at least some clarity.
Well, and whatever is the final, I have no idea either. Whatever the final adjudication, there's already time served. She's missed a year, a full year. And at 30, Simona will be 32 in a couple of weeks. That year is, you never get that year back.
Oh, how about that for a close down of the net?
40-15.
Oh, it's another one that Cirstea let go,
40-30.
and she's going to have to look at this right in the eye. Cirstea walking right to the display on the back wall.
On it.
Yeah. Ooh. Now you feel like Muchova's playing with that confidence. She's going for it right here.
Use.
Why not break for the match rather than wait another changeover to try and serve it out? And you could tell from already the love, well, the 40 love point, the return and volley, the conviction she had on the first ball there. Found her way to deuce, 2 points away.
Advantage Muchova.
Match point.
Karolina Muchova.
6-love, 6-2.
First time US Open semifinalist.
Wow, that was a good day at the office for Karolina Muchova. I mean, to finish on a forehand like that, just to seal the deal.
Take that game away.
Fantastic first set. And then you almost didn't think she was going to be able to play that well over the course of the whole match. But there was no issues other than a very small little blip at the beginning of the second set.